Jiminy Crickets, I am so late getting this recorded today. It's just been a crazy morning. Yeah, it is, what is today? Tuesday, the 25th of 2023. Um, Remember, everything is for entertainment purposes only, and full disclaimers down in the box. And yeah, after seeing all those pictures and stuff, I'm like kind of taking inspiration from somebody else today. And I'm like just laughing about it. I'm like, what a twerp. I mean, yeah. Hey, a bottle of level 6 and some 2030 volume peroxide. Or, well, what is it, 4R and 40 volume would have lifted her to the same color. Now, to get on to other stuff, yeah. Uh, just remember, hey, today is Anzac Day. It's, we remember all the military forces that came out of Australia and New Zealand who fought in the various wars, the big ones, 1 and 2, and helped out in Korea and Vietnam and everything. So today is Anzac Day, so please remember all the fallen Anzac personnel. Also, other things, AB InBev, literally the board of directors needs to buy airtime, and the entire board of directors, all the Brazilian and Belgian guys that sit on it, need to be filmed saying, hey, we effed up big time. We're sorry. That's what it's going to take for them to start rebuilding their brands. Because I counted, there's close to 30 different beverages that AB InBev's actually runs. So their board of directors, they can't put out another stupid commercial. They need to have the board of directors saying what needs to be said in person. And let's see. A lot's been going on in the past several hours. But yesterday, it's like, yeah, I told you that last Thursday I had another procedure for my RSD. Well, so far relatively successful. I am finally getting able, my body is letting me rest. And yesterday it was like 1 in the afternoon. I said, forget this noise. I'm going to go take a nap. So basically I snoozed back and forth for the rest of the day and got up today around 6 or so, which is late for me. And I've just been taking care of crazy things all morning. Now, what's next? Okay. Talk to some people about what's going on in Sudan. And everybody who's trying to get out of there, it's really difficult because they have no real forms of communication right now. It just goes to prove how dependent we have become on these electronic devices. I mean, there's no cell service, there's no way to charge these things up, so people are really up a creek. You literally, the old drum beats are more reliable, and that's how the tribes are communicating with each other. With the drums, because they can be heard over extremely long distances. But everybody else is kind of up a creek. I was dwelling on it, and this is like a repeat of Singapore, 1941, 1942. I'm getting the images of that flashing quite a bit. I mean, the airport in Khartoum is basically unusable. And now they're actually announcing more and more countries have ships cruising up and down the Sudanese coastline looking for people escaping. And they're saying that the UK ambassador, the UK citizens are also kind of up a creek because that ambassador is actually, he is the ambassador to Egypt with a secondary duty of being ambassador to Sudan. So it's a real total cluster mess going on down there, and it's not pretty at all. It's something that I saw on one of the German news stations. It's as if the European Union countries are now getting really, their knickers are in a twist, because they're claiming Russian spy ships are in too close to their EU waters when they're in international waters. The EU wants to basically take over all open water around Europe, Scandinavia, UK. They want to say, oh, this is our water, you can't come in here. Well, this is all NATO's doing, and yeah, Russia, they're saying it's fishing trawlers, people going out fishing for so forth. But this is one of the reasons why they want Norway as part of NATO, so they can even shut down more water from Russian shipping. And because they're going to, all ships now have to have sonar and so forth. So they want to make it so difficult for Russia to have any ships in the water, in the Baltic and North Sea and so forth. So they're not going to see what actually happened to the Nord Stream, that pipeline. So it's basically, that's why NATO is trying to get all the Scandinavian countries to join up so they can prevent Russia revealing who actually damaged that pipeline. That's what I'm getting the feeling on. Now, a couple other things people are all laughing about is, I guess, the Lemonhead, Don Lemonhead, got booted off of CNN. Basically for saying something that is so sexist, age discrimination. He should have been canned a long time ago. He's saying that a woman's prime is 20s and 30s, maybe into her 40s. What a sexist, chauvinistic, misogynistic pig. He should have been axed a long time ago. And because he said those things, I have a feeling he's going to be able to get on any other network, because people now see his true colors. He comes on, he gets hired at another network, looks at a female the wrong way. It's already been established that he focuses on age discrimination, not to mention sexual discrimination. That network, his employer, and Don Lemon himself, well, are going to be crying and begging the EEOC not to dock their paychecks. So Don Lemon, go dig a hole and pull the dirt in after yourself. That's where you belong. You blew it, idiot. You and your phony news, you blew it. So Don, you're done for. You might be able to go find a job at some podunk radio station doing traffic reports, if you're lucky. Okay? And we also know that Tucker has been released from broadcast, but Fox still has to pay off his contract. So I guess Tucker's going to have some time at home collecting a paycheck. I haven't seen his contract, but I know most of them say, hey, if you're not going to be broadcasting and not on anything else, you can't work anywhere else. But hey, nothing is said where you can't start writing your book, your memoirs. So Tucker, I hope you're good with a typewriter or word processor, keyboard, whatever. Have somebody to do your dictation. Start writing your book. You're getting paid by Fox. And you know, once that contract is up, that's the day after the contract is up, that book can drop. And I know there will be more people wanting to read your book for all the behind the scenes stuff that you know about Fox. So that would be nice. Sitting back, collecting my paycheck, all my insurance, medical, have them pay into my pension plan to write a book of what happened and their observations. I think that would be fantastic and so totally cool. So that's something to be worth doing. Now, of course, the other thing I noticed today, JoJo, they did make his formal announcement that he's going to run again in 24 for the occupancy. Basically he put his application in to be the occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with a lease starting in January of 2025. I guess he was saying he wants more time to complete the stuff he started. Barry wants more time to complete the destruction of where we live. Can't let it happen. Cannot let it happen. So I was talking to someone yesterday who's in law enforcement, and they're like, these knuckleheads they keep voting in the same idiots term after term, especially in Chicago. I mean, Beetlejuice to Brandon. The city is falling apart at it seems. Illinois, it's like there's memes out there where they're going to retitle the state. There's a really good Pritzker parody account on the Birdie, the tweet. I'm sure people can find it. It's hysterical, the renaming of Illinois. It's like Shit-ago, CHIT. And they kind of misspelled the renaming of Joliet. They have a Joil. It should be JAILET. Jail it? That's what it should be called, because yeah, actually that's in Will County, and if some goofball from Chicago goes on a high-speed chase, one of the interstates, when they cross into Will County, dude, you're not going to be released in a couple hours. You're going to go sit in Will County jail until you go up before a judge. Yeah, you broke the law in Cook County, but you continue to break the law in Will County, so what you broke in Will County, you're going to be prosecuted to the fullest. And that's the same if you go down to Kankakee County, DuPage, Kane, Kendall counties out here, same in DeKalb County. There is Lake County. I mean, these goofballs, they don't realize that Cook County does not encompass everything north of Interstate 80. Other counties don't have the same state's attorney. So if you do something outside of Cook County, you're going to get prosecuted. Your butt's going to be sitting in the local county jails. Let's see what else is happening that I watched that I took my inspiration from. We all saw the new picture of Rachel. All it is makeup. Makeup, and her hair was straightened. I'd say Wella 4R and 30 volume if she decides to dye it, but it's looking like a wig. Let's see what is going on. Yeah, she is wearing heavier makeup because they're hiding her freckles. Well, freckles happen. She's what, 40 something now, and she spent so much time out on the water, on the boats. And when you're on the water, water reflects sunlight. So you're actually, your tan is more intense than if you were in a tanning bed. So yeah, she's got to have, must have a lot of skin damage. I mean, as a kid, I used to go outside. I was product of the 60s. We'd be outside from dawn to dusk. And us kids, we would little brown bears. I mean, if I tan, I get very dark. I get darker than Meghan Markle if I decide to tan, be outside every day. And that's just my genetics. So it's a lot of, she's using a lot of darker makeup. So I think that's what's going on. And the one person that Rachel and Henry have forgotten about who can speak up is Tom Parker Bowles. Henry, your stepbrother, your older stepbrother, can defend his mommy and stepdaddy. He's not bound by any royal title. So he can call your ass out. Be careful. Don't piss off your Don't do anything to upset your stepmommy, because your big bad stepbrother can and may verbally kick you right in your posterior. And he can. He's not bound by any code of silence. Tom can say what he wants, especially if you're going to trash talk Tom's mom. Tom's going to let you have it right back. And I don't think there is going to be one person in the UK who will fault Tom for defending his mommy. Get it, Henry? Get it, Rachel? Rachel, you keep trash talking your dad. Well, your older half-siblings. Big mistake, Rachel. You don't do that. Just wait. A lot of things are going to come biting both of you back in your butts. And especially it's now with the latest polls coming out, both of you kids are getting, your poll rankings are lower than Andrew. Yeah, Sarah and Andrew, they're partners. I mean, these days, most everybody lives together before marriage or after marriage. And for the two of them, divorce was the way to go, because that way all the pressure was taken off the marriage. Yeah. Pressure was taken off the marriage between Andrew and Sarah. And Andrew is he's starting to make his inroads with various veterans charities. It's on the quiet side, but he has started. So Rachel, Henry, better watch your butts, because Henry, it would not surprise me if the Invictus Games decided that you were no longer going to be the figurehead. We'd rather have a real war hero at the helm. And his name is Andrew. He may even team up with Tim. Andy and Tim running the Invictus Games. That's pretty cool. Two naval guys that actually know what they're doing. That would be a swift move, because all you were a grunt. In the Army, yeah, you pretended to fly a chopper, when all you did, you were nothing but a grunt. That's all you were, Henry. That's all. That's all. And it's also so sad. I think the real reason, another one of the top reasons why Rachel wouldn't come over or show her face during the coronation, because there is a little guy named for the last Raj Viceroy of the Indian Raj. Now, this little guy was named for Lord Mountbatten. Louis as a hoot. Okay, he's the third child. By that time, parents are a little bit more lenient. But being the third child, he's also got his older siblings, so he's picking up and is already learned, he's advanced past his quote-unquote normal 5-year-old. So this 5-year-old is actually on the intellect level of probably a 7-year-old because he has his big brother and sister. Yeah, right now, he's typical behavior pattern for a 5-year-old. But he does listen. He does have manners. He knows how far he can push it before he reels it back in. And the kid's a hoot. Rachel didn't want to be upstaged by a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old that she has to curtsy to. Well, people just laugh with me. I think she's afraid of a 5-year-old. Uh-huh. 5-year-old. I mean, so let me know what you think about it down in the comments. She's afraid of a 5-year-old. That's why she's not coming. And plus the fact that she'd have to wear pantyhose. So Rach, take the wig off, take the makeup off. Let's see your sun damaged skin. So, okay, folks. Yeah, today's Tuesday, the 25th. I'll be talking to you on Thursday, the 27th. Have a good one. Bye bye.